Good morning, students. 10th Standard Science, lesson number 14, Transportations in Plants. Through these lessons, we are going to study the transportations which occur in plants. There are two types of the elements are involved, the transport of the food and water. One is a xylem, another one is a phloem. So how their transport is take, that the things we are going to study through this lesson. Introductions. Multicellular organisms possess millions of cells in their body. Each cell needs a constant supply of essential substance like nutrition and oxygen to maintain life and survival. So all the living organisms, they have the cells. The cells need the energy. If they want to live, means they should get the energy. The energy is always given or provided by the food. Food is the only source of energy. One more question may ask, which is the only source of the energy? Is nothing, food material. If the plants means they are able to produce their own food, that way we are called is a autotropism. Animals, human beings are called is a heterotropism. We get the food from the plants. So the food will give the energy to human being, animals, as well as the plants. And every cells get its energy by breakdown of glucose. So food material contain the glucose that we call is a ATP. The cells utilize the energy and govern various vital activities of the life. So all the energy get from the food and it use the living organism used for all other activities. Have you ever wondered how water and minerals absorbed by the root and transport to the leaf? How is the food prepared by the leaf carried to the another parts of the plants? Have you know how water reach to top of the tall plants instead of not having a circulatory system like animals? So when you look at the animals, they have circulatory system, but the plants, they won't have the circulatory system. All the blood is supplied and pushed to all parts of the humans by the heart. But plants, they won't have like this. Water absorbed by the root have to reach entire plants and the food synthesized by the leaf to have to be distributed to all over the parts of the plants. If we want to understand this, we should know that is the anatomy of the plants. So last times we have studied that anatomy of the plants, what are the structure or presence, what are the inner organs or help for to transport of the food materials, how that preparation of the food, how the energy is go to all the parts of the plants. So anatomy is nothing, the internal structure of the plants. Water and minerals, salt absorbed by the roots reach all parts of the plants through the xylem. It is very simple. The supply or the transport of the water only through the xylem. Xylem is one of the element of the vascular bundle. Food synthesized by the leaf and translocations to all parts of the plants through the phloem. Very simple. The transport of the food material is carried by the phloem by the process of the translocations. One more question asked, how the food is transport, what are the mechanism is happening in the plants to transport of the food material is nothing, translocations. What is the translocations? They may ask us here two more questions. The bulk movement of the substance through the vascular tissues is called is a translocations. A bulk movements, it a hard or a pressures given to the substance through the vascular tissues or it carried by the phloem. that we call is a translocations. What is transport? Transport means to carry the things from one place to another place. Have you ever wondered how in animals the useful substance are transported to one cell to another cell and toxic substance are removed? So while the transportation is happen in the animals as well as the plants, how the toxic means is nothing is a poisonous substance, how it is removed from that. In the largest organisms, the transport of the nutrients, salt, oxygens, hormones and waste product around the body are performed by the circulatory system. So when you take animals, these the removal of the toxic material and transport of the food materials, water, everything is carried by the circulatory system in animals. But we have to be wonder how it is happening in plants. The circulatory consists of the circulatory fluid, the blood and the lymph and their heart and blood vessels which form the collective and transport system. Transportations.